See, what I think it is, I think people are running from accountability. Let me give you an example, because people say, oh, the Bible says don't judge. Is it judging or is it identifying? If a guy runs out of a bank and he's got a bag of money, a mask on, and a firearm, and he runs up the street, is it safe to say that he could be a bank robber, right? So if they come to do their police report and the police officer comes to you and says, hey, did you see anything? Did you see the guy that was dressed like blah, blah, blah? And you say, yeah, I saw him. He ran that rate. He had a black mask on, so much and such and such. All right, that is identifying. All right, you're making a statement that identifies. Now, the real judgment comes when they catch him up the street and then he has to go before the judge in 3 weeks and they give him his sentence for what he did. Difference between judging and identifying. What we do in the community is we say, oh, you can't judge. Well, the Bible says that you can judge righteously. But let me give you another example. If you're unable to identify and you're able to make a judgment of the moments, not a judgment of sentence, how would you ever know if you're in a bad situation? Give you an example. When God says in the Bible that do not be misled, bad company corrupts good character. That's 1 Corinthians 15:33 for anyone who wants to know that verse. So if you cannot identify where a person's at in their spirit, how would you know that you're within bad company? So it's not that you are saying, oh, you're making a judgment in terms of you're going to pass a sentence. You are identifying the situation. Just like if someone were to be lying about something, you confront, you rebuke, and you correct someone who is lying. If that person is caught in some other type of sin, you rebuke them, you correct them, and you get them on the right way. So you're making an identification of something that they're doing. Now, if they continue to be in that character or they continue to do those things, now they will have to face the ultimate judgment that doesn't come from us or the person who's making identification, but it ultimately will come from the Lord himself. So I hope that helps somebody out with the judging versus identifying. But if you did judge according to the Bible, it says to judge righteously. That's for another video. Hope this helps someone today. Once again, no regret, no retreat, no surrender, unless it's to Christ. Y'all have a beautiful day.